In this lesson, we're going to look at some very basic analysis capabilities within Manifold GIS, particularly as it relates to viewbots and the structured query language, as well as adding spatial operators to structured query language. To start off with, open up your Lesson7 map that's in the data directory. Here we have the land cover data, as well as a separate drawing that I put together that we'll look at a little later. The first thing that we want to do, though, is make the land drawing active and look at what are called viewbots. Under View and then Panes, you can select viewbots. And here I've got a viewbot already created, and I'll double click on it. And what it's allowing me to do is take whatever features are selected and perform some operation on a particular column. In this case, I want to look at the column area, and I want to sum up all the area. When I come back into my map, I'm going to select a bunch of polygons, and here you can see the value changes. As I select this water feature, I have all the area. I can also select these three polygons up above, and again you can see the total area as well. Viewbots allow you to perform a number of different functions, and you can look up each of these in the help file. Another real benefit of Manifold is the ability to perform structured query language. For example, I've created 7 different queries that we'll look at. The first query is something classic that you'd see in all standard SQL. Something like select star from land where the land cover is equal to A for agriculture. When we run the query, we select all of the different attributes where land cover is A. And here you can see them all selected. We've got our viewbot still open, so you can see the total area of that land cover. Well, let's add a little more complexity. In query 2, here I'm saying, let's select all the features from land where the land cover is A or the land cover is D, so agriculture and developed. As I query that, you can see the attribute table, as well as all the features. And when we go into our map, again, the viewbot refreshes itself. For query 3, here we're going to select all the features from land where the land cover is A and the area is greater than 250,000 square meters. And this is the intrinsic value of the area. So there's less that are selected because we put that other parameter for the area condition. So now you can see the larger areas. And again, our viewbot. Query 4 adds a spatial operator. Here I'm going to select all the features from land, and then I'm also going to select land again, but I'm going to call it dev land or developed land because I'm going to run a special query on that. And the where clause says where these two objects touch when we have dev land touching the land. And here I'm going to define land as those land covers which are A and dev land as those land covers that are D. When you perform a spatial operator, you're going to need to include the ID field because this maintains the geometric object. So here again, I've now selected those agricultural features that border or touch a developed area. And again, we have our viewbot. If we look at query 5, I'm going to perform an intersection. So again, I'm saying select star from land and drawing. Now here I've created another drawing with just 2 simple polygons in them. And I want to select where the land cover is A again, and it also intersects the drawing. And here again, we found those 2 polygons where they intersect drawing. In Query 6, I want to select everything from land and drawing where the land intersects the drawing. Running that query, you can see all those features in land that intersect the new drawing features. In this case, I'm going to add a little bit more SQL, and I'm going to select the land cover and the distance between the land and the drawing. So I want to know how far each of these polygons are from these two drawing objects, and I'm going to define that field as dist. And I'm going to select it from land and drawing, but in this case it's where the land cover is A, and I'm going to order or sort the data by the distance. So here's our result. What you can see here is I've got two polygons which represent the two that are intersecting that have a distance of 0. And then I have other polygons that have different distances, but they're sorted by how far they are. Well, that's just a quick look at some of the things you can do with querying and analyzing data in Manifold. We're going to do a lot more in-depth things as time goes on, but hopefully this will get you comfortable with the concept of using structured query language and spatial operators for many of your query and analysis capabilities.